Hello and welcome to Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm an intuitive card reader and an empath as well. And what I'm doing right now before I begin anything is I'm putting up a smudge of sweetgrass and sage. Sweetgrass grows on our property here in a natural state. And what it does when you bring the two together, this is an indigenous custom. And I've cleansed the energies of the cards and my cleansing stones as well, and myself. And this is for you guys, so I can share the energy. Good, clean energy. Okay, there we go. What I'm here today to do is a weekly reading for all 12 signs of the Zodiac. And let's see here. One moment. My mood music. I don't think I set it to repeat, which is going to be a real problem. There we go. I think that's all right. There we go. Okay, so all 12 signs of the Zodiac for the week of Monday, 22nd of August, until Sunday, the 28th of August. And just very, very quickly, gratitude always comes first and foremost with me and my life and my channel and my readings. And I need to say, and it is a need, I need to show my gratitude and say thank you for all your views and all your shares and all your likes, especially your comments. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, for those of you that are new to YouTube, the little red subscription button beneath this video window, just click that. All it does is every time Fundy Fortunes posts any new videos, you will be alerted via your email notifications. That way you never ever miss any of the videos posted by Fundy Fortunes. Also, just to state very strongly, this is a general reading, and what that means is it may resonate with you in a personal way. It may not resonate with you at all, and you may take bits and pieces. Having said that, if you find that you like the reading and you want a personal reading, I do offer the service of private readings. All that information is found below in the description box. Everything in there pertains to Fundy Fortunes and how private readings work. Okay, so having said all that, I think we're ready to start all 12 signs of the Zodiac, and that includes yours truly. I want to see what's going on too. So, okay, this is for tomorrow, beginning tomorrow, August, Monday, the 22nd. And I pulled the Ace of Pentacles, and what a way to start. It's all about prosperity. Okay. So, when this card appears, because it represents prosperity, and it is the number one card, the top card in the suit of Pentacles. Pentacles are all about money and wealth and creativity as well. This card is showing up to tell you money is coming to you. Some of you may receive a reward. It may be for money. It may be for some of you a gift of money, or you may see an opportunity to maybe generate your own income, a little bit more income, and more money. The Ace shows stability. Some of you, in order to find your stability, you're going to be moving to a new home. The advice of the card is also to use your money to invest in a property. The Ace reveals a stable, happy time. So if you're investing in a property, everything that comes into play with that, I feel nudged to tell some of you, make sure that it isn't just the house that you're falling in love with or the backyard that you're falling in. It's got to be the whole community. What kind of a neighborhood are you looking for? It's vitally important. You may find a house that makes you weak in the knees, you fall in love with it right away, but if it's in a questionable neighborhood, or if it's too far from work, or if there's no schools in the neighborhood, if you have children, these are all things that you need to consider before you make that final decision. The advice of this card is to maximize your goals right now and your fortune. Make your money work for you at this time if you can. Time to make wise financial decisions. The energies the card is implying, the energies right now for the next week is to make very wise financial investments decisions, where you're going to spend your money, what you're going to spend your money on, if you're going to spend it at all, if you're going to make more. I got an awful frog today. I apologize for that. Keywords for this card are beginnings and finances, new jobs, success, property, security, and creativity. A little bit of a nudge there. As some of you are going to be starting new hobbies, that may generate money down the road. One moment, please. There may be one of you that's viewing this video that's making a huge investment into a business property. This is not a home. This is a business or a place to start a new business or a building in a thriving economic neighborhood where you want to begin this new business. You see some kind of industrial growth, and you see the possibilities that there are in that business. So let's pick the next card. And one of the top 3 cards in the whole tarot deck, no matter which deck that a person is using, it is the 9 of Cups, and it is the Wish card. This is for Tuesday. Okay, your wish. So when this card shows up, it benefits from love and friendship. It shows right now, for the next week or so, you're going to have support on any projects that any of you undertake. That doesn't mean just for working people. That means for anybody. Anybody that's viewing the video. This card also brings about harmony at home, and all aspects of your life are filled with contentment. It's going to be a good week, I would say. A good week, a little bit of hoarseness. Don't become smug or cocky or above it all, because you may have made a leap into someplace new, grounds that you had been targeting and had your eye on, a place where you wanted to move up to a different. Maybe some of you have actually had such a huge increase in your income, it's put you up into another tax bracket, which puts you almost into a different class. So you find, for some of you, moving into a new neighborhood, that's all part of it. You're looking for a good neighborhood. Not that poor neighborhoods can't be good. Heck, I grew up in a poor neighborhood, but it was a great community to grow up in. But this has to do with money at this time. So, and again, with cups, cups are all about your heart, your home, your love, anything that's close to you in an emotional sense. So, but some can get a little full of themselves when things are going so well. Don't do that. Remember where you come from. Remember where you started out from. Always hold on to that, because that's going to be the anchor where your integrity in your present and in your future is coming from. It's your background. It's where you came from. I don't care if you get stinking rich. Never forget what you came from, and keep your integrity in check. Without integrity, you're not worth anything to anybody. Doesn't matter how stinking rich you are. If you're a multi-billionaire and you don't have any integrity, in my books, I don't care who you are, I'd show you the door. Doesn't matter at all. Yes, I can say that because I kind of came close to that one time. I told a very wealthy person in my house, you know, I don't care what you have for money. Good for you. That's not my money. That's not my bank account. But if I didn't like you, I wouldn't care about how much money you have, because your money's not going to benefit my life in any way. It's your integrity and your personality and your intentions. That's what's important in life. Just had to throw that in there. Share your enthusiasm and your good fortune with those that are close to you. I see a lot of socializing coming up for some of you this week. The advice of this card is perfect good place to have our dreams come true. Happiness, love, support, money at home, love at home, and abundance are the key words for this card. And it's your wish card. But, you know, I'm being nudged to tell some of you, be very careful what you wish for right now. We always have to be careful what we wish for. You know, in the world that we live in, and the older we become, and the more attuned we become to life itself and what that encompasses for everybody. We know, yeah, you can just straight out wish for something, but you have to look and say, well, if the wish came true, how would that affect me? How would that affect my inner self? How would that affect the world around me and my little world around me, my family, my friends, my job? You know, okay, I'm being nudged to say, for some of the mature viewers, we'll say 40s and 50s and 60s, all right? midlife crisis comes along. You're a man or a woman, it can go either way, and you have this urge and you want this really neat sports car. Like, it's a two-seater. There's no room for the dog. There's no room for the kids or grandkids or anybody but you and one other person. Well, it's not practical, but if you're really insistent and that's your wish and you get it, here's the thing. You're going to be driving alone a lot, an awful lot, because it's not a practical thing. So that will be some kind of a slight, a fallout into your personal life, unless you're a single person and you don't have any of that going on, then knock yourself out and go for it. But remember, there's only one spare seat. One. That's just an example that I was nudged to tell. That's meant for somebody out there. Be careful about that. Okay, so the third card, which is, that was for Tuesday. This is Wednesday's card, and it's all about travel. It's the Eight of Wands, and wands represent practical things in your life. Like traveling. It's a practical thing. Keywords for this are communication, speed, news, motivation, action, excitement, and movement. The advice is to breathe before saying yes to all or any offers that come your way. Choose carefully. It will save you time and it will save you money. Some are traveling and it's a real quick trip. Fast. You get a message, a phone call, some kind of a communication is going to come at you, and it's going to be like you need to drop what you're doing immediately, pack a bag, travel light, and get on the next flight to go somewhere. Something is pulling you there, and you need to be there in a hurry. And I don't feel it's anything bad. It's not like you're trying to outrace life itself. This has to do with something else. It's exciting, and it's really, really, really good news. But you need to be, whatever it is, you need to be there. Like yesterday, for some reason. Leave comments in the box. I like to hear the back end of the story if this is applying to anybody out there. You're going to have some offers coming at some of you, and you need to really stop and think, I've had that, I can't think right off as an example, but I've had that happen to me, something I wanted, and all of a sudden the opportunity was being offered to me, and I stopped. Is this what I really want? I've wanted this for so long, but is it really what I really, really want? Again, with the integrity. Always look at the bigger picture and the long-term gain with anything. Sometimes we're forced into a corner and we have to accept the smaller picture and instant gratification because sometimes we just have to. But if you have the option, and you have the option to hold off and wait for the bigger picture, because the bigger picture is the biggest impact. It's the final thing. You may not have to deal with that right now, but it is going to come at you sooner. It is. Real strong nudge to throw that out there to somebody. You'll save a lot of time and money, as the card indicates. Okay, so the card for Thursday, all 12 signs of the Zodiac. We got the King of the Ocean. He's all about order. He's a handsome-looking guy. Very noble. Okay, just excuse me one moment. Just taking a sip of lemonade. One of the viewers last night commented on one of the mid-monthly views. He said that lemonade looked nasty. I said it is, but he kept me going. Okay. King of the Ocean. He's all about tradition, values, order. That's what he's about. If chaos has ruled recently and made an upheaval to the order and the balance of everything, that's all going to be restored. This is a really good reading and a really great week. I hope it applies to me as well. I want to take all of this and have it apply to me. If boundaries have been crossed, your territories will be restored, and that's a good thing. Now, territories doesn't mean just property or land. Territories can be lines that are crossed in your personal life. If somebody's crossed a line and unbalanced everything from you, there will be order, will be restored to that. Territories crossed within your group of friends, within your coworkers, within your family life, your structure, and And sometimes we run into people that are like that. They just don't know any flipping boundaries. They don't know personal space. And some people cross right in there. And I'd be downright nosy about personal business. If that's been crossed, and if they've done some kind of left some kind of an imprint with their interference, and I feel to tell for some of you that that's going to get fixed. That's going to get twisted around and put back where it belongs. This other person that's done this is never going to do it again. Matter of fact, I see them fading off. That person is not the type of person for you. They're going to fade away. This card brings it into disputes. Home and work become more organized. The advice is it's time to get to work on your finances and get your home in order. Take control of your assets. You have the power to pull. This is YouTube, and I'm one of these readers that I can't say, you know what, if I have a mouthful of it, because somebody out there will red flag it as inappropriate. And by geez, I see other readers that got big time potty mouths, and the words they get away with it, I don't. But anyway, I was going to say have your something together. Okay? It's just an expression. And you're going to be so easy to use the slang. Honestly, the hell with it. If you've got your shit together, okay? Your business together, about you and who you are in your life, then you're going to be taking control of your assets. You do have the power this week. Everything is like knocking down dominoes. They're all lined up. And they're all in this intricate design, which is your life. This week, you can just knock one of the dominoes, and it's just this beautiful pattern is going to emerge. It's all the dominoes fall into place for you. This is a wonderful week for that. Your keywords for this are focus and protection, wisdom, maturity, leadership, and boundaries. So you have to watch out, some of you, for people trying to cross your boundaries. And when you got your business together, of your life, I won't take a chance to say that word twice. You don't like the language, get off the channel. Just as simple as that. Turn me off. I don't usually curse on my channel. I keep it pretty clean and positive. Okay, so that was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday of this coming week is the Queen of the Ocean, and she's all about abundance. This is for Friday. All 12 signs of the Zodiac. Okay. Oh, lemonade. This card is the mother card of the tarot. That's what she is. What she brings into this week for you is sharpness and happiness and abundance. She predicts contentment, loving partners, loving family, and comfort. What more could you ask for? Really, when you think about that, what more could you ask for? She's here to reassure you that your needs will be met. Money will flow again. Harmony rules at home. Spiritual growth, stability, creativity, fertility, and for some of you, maybe even pregnancy. Some of you could find out this week that you are expecting with child, that kind of thing. The advices of the card is now is the time to grow, evolve, invest in love, home, project, spirituality. And nudges, very strong. A lot of you this week, these things I just listed, investing in love, investing in home, investing in projects, and spirituality are forefront for you this week. Very, very, very strong. Almost to the point of not canceling out, for overriding the practical things. Even though, yes, we do have one set of wands here, which was the Eight of Wands, practical things. But that's what's going to happen here. The practical things are going to take almost like a back seat, we'll say, to the things that really matter in life, I guess, is what I'm trying to get. I'm not just pushing about the pinnacles of life and what that's all about living life. Some of you, oh, they're very woo-woos there. Okay, it's okay. Some of you, you're taking another, for some reason, are taking another look at your family, and you're being overwhelmed with love for them. And that's not something that happens to you very often. Yes, you're consciously aware that you love your family, be it whatever your family is, but for some reason, something, and you know what, here's the funny thing. This is for some of you. There's not going to be any one particular thing that flags this up and brings this up in forefront. You're just going to find yourself thinking about your family. And all of a sudden, there is something nudging it, but it's not anything you can put your finger on, or I can put my finger, even the cards. There's some kind of a development and unfolding within your spirit that's coming to the forefront. And you have this rush of emotion for your family, for your children, your brothers, your sisters, a lot of love and gratitude. You feel so lucky to have the love that you do. I don't know why that's there, but that is for some of you. It's very important. The keywords for this card are growth, nurture, home, love, fertility, comfort, and generosity. So, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. For Saturday, we have the Six of Pentacles. It's all about generosity. Pentacles are all about money and creativity. Okay. Keywords for this card: finances, gifts, balance, help, compassion, humility, and protection. The advice is to receive your gifts with thanks and grace. If giving to others, then enjoy in the act of giving. And in the act of giving is its own reward. How when you give, just the mere act of it, not about how it makes you feel inside, but how that act of giving makes somebody else feel you're aware about. You are going to be aware of that. It's got nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing. It's the mere act of giving. And it draws a piece of you out of you, and lays it before somebody else. And you stand back with your hands in your pockets and you watch them unwrap this gift, or come into the realization that they're receiving a gift. Sometimes it's not a wrapped gift. Sometimes it's something that is about to be bestowed upon the person, and you've told them that this is coming in on its way, that there's going to be a change in their life for the better. And you stand back with your hands in your pocket, and you know this is not about you. You already know that. You're that type of soul. You know this has nothing to do with me. This is all for this other person and to benefit their life. And this is really awesome. To know that I feel humility, as the card implies. There's humility there and compassion, and the humility comes over you that you had a small part in transforming somebody's life. I'm starting to feel really moved. I'm feeling the heat off this card and the heat of the reading here and everything. This is a focal point. This card on Saturday is a focal point coming up for next Saturday. And you are really going to feel the humility for some of you. And then you'll walk away. And you'll smile to yourself. And you'll say, I'm happy for them. I'm really, really happy for that person. What a great thing. Just wonderful. You may receive a gift that may be money, or a token of love, or friendship, or support. That's for you. Any of the signs of the Zodiac, see, right within the same card. I don't know if any of you, what I just said, noticed that. There's a give, and then there's the receiving. So within one card, you're giving at one point, but some of you are definitely receiving on the other side of it. You're intercommingled, as they say, right here. If you are the recipient, and you do receive cash money, this is feel-good money. The reason it's being given to you. Okay, so maybe that's what this other person did. They extended some cash or some money towards somebody that's going to transform a part of their lives. Maybe it's a woman struggling to get by, and she needs a new wardrobe and she needs new shoes. She's like Cinderella, right? She's walking around in house like a housefrau all the time because she doesn't have the money to spend on herself to go get her hair done, to wear nice pretty clothes, some fresh new makeup, new shoes for her feet. She maybe, she wouldn't be the first person I know that doesn't own an actual pair of shoes. Walking shoes. Maybe they own a pair of heels, or maybe they own sandals, but maybe they don't own a pair of shoes. Like, I don't know. You see a lack somewhere, you're going to fill that. These are things that people need. We need clothing. And this is feel good money. You make it so for those of you doing giving. This is not to pay the rent with, or the mortgage with, or to put oil in the car, or anything like this. This is not to go, and this is a personal gift, just given to one person to spend on themselves, to make themselves feel better, to elevate them, okay? And you're also going to, even some of you, there's a little tiny nudge there that says, if you find out that there's also a need behind just that person and what it is about them, maybe they need, a bill paid, maybe they need groceries, you're going to see that gets taken care of as well. And again, it has nothing to do with you and making you feel good. You're seeing a need and you're filling it. The gratitude right now, and there's a nudge there to tell some of you, you're going to be grateful for being put in the position, to being put in the position to fill a need for somebody. You won't feel, oh, this made me feel really good. No, quite the opposite, because it isn't about that. You're going to feel gratitude that you were given that opportunity to fill that need. Gratitude. I'm glad I was able to help that person. I'm glad that destiny, that karma seemed fit to pick me to be the person to help that other person. I'm grateful for that. Equally as well, you may be donating your time and support to a friend organization that is struggling. That's for some of you out there. There's just like maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 people at the most that are on the giving. And what you get back is a feeling of gratitude. And you just say, this is just the way life is. We're here to hold each other up, uphold each other's spirits. You're going to make a difference, some of you, in somebody's life this week. That's pretty powerful stuff. The very last card in the reading is for Sunday, the 28th. And what we have is the Magician. And he's all about manifestation. I like this guy. Now, as I scroll the card down, I want you to notice the table in front of him. He is the Magician, after all. There's the cups. That's one suit. And there's the wand. That's another suit. The wands. There's the sword. Swords. And then the deniers are the pentacles or coins. He represents all the suits. And he's asking you, what can you make happen? What can you make happen? And he's telling you, basically he's saying, you have all the power of all the suits. He's got his hand open saying, come and take what you need to get done what you need to get done, and make what you need to make in this world. You have the heart, the cups are all about the heart, and they're all about love. And your wands are about practical things and real things in life. The swords are all about the mind and our thought processes. And the coins, of course, are all about the money. And the Magician is telling you, you have access, and you have the wherewithal to have access to all suits right now, to manifest. Because right now, manifestation, powers of manifestation, and the energies of manifestation are very, very strong right now. He's the commander of the deep. Made that too sour. And as he asks, what can you make happen? The conditions are perfect now. It is the time to take action. You have talents and resources to attract to yourself what you want. From business enterprises to relationships, you are in the creative flow of life. You are full of energy and you are upbeat. And when this card appears, communication speed up and support comes easy. Oh, where's that coming from? Excuse me. The advice of the card, the time is now, take action, and you will find success. And keywords, new enterprises, communications, energy, money, travel, support. Just about what a great card to end the week. And it basically gives you all the power. It's like somebody's handing you a bowl, and it's the bowl of life. Everything about life in your life and everything that surrounds you is in this bowl. And you're the creator, okay? You're the creator of everything that's in this bowl. And it swirls, and it floats, and it dips, and it dives. And you could see all the people in your life and all the energies, how we're interconnected. Your eyes will be open to that. We're all interconnected. And you're the creator of your own life, your own world. And you could see how well the energies flow. And what you can do is you can almost, you can manifest just about everything. You're looking in the bowl and you're going, whatever I want to do right now, I can do this. It doesn't matter what it is, where I want to go, who I want to be with, where I want to be. All of this in the mix of all that. For every action that you take, there's a reaction. I'm getting a very strong nudge to say there's a lot of just a simple word. My brain's not working. It's Sunday. I said I wasn't going to work this weekend doing the cards, but here I am. My brain's tired, so I can't think of something so simple. It's almost as if you become the master of your own universe, and you're the one in control of that. You can make anything happen. Communication, especially, is going to be real quick. Wherever you direct your communication to, who you're communicating to or with, it's very quick, direct. There's no energies to upset anything or make a bumpy ride. It's shooting straight forward, and the responses are coming straight back to you. That's key for this week. It's like almost, and I'm not big. I like astrology, but I'm not educated in astrology. Let's put it that way. Say the way some readers are, and some people that's all they do is astrology. But I do know just by watching some of my own favorite readers, and I did do a little bit of reading up. Mercury is going retrograde in about 2 weeks. I think it's on the 30th until September. I think it's 26th or 27th, maybe 22nd. I'm not sure. You can Google that. But when Mercury goes retrograde, and I've seen this happen, communications are really, they're just messed right up. And that goes for your electronics, things you use to communicate with. Like, let's say, and I've seen it happen, I wanted to get online in order to put my reading online that I had done, and I couldn't get there. My camera went down twice on me. I couldn't record. There was no reason for it. And my phone died in the house. And it was just one thing after another for about a week or two. And I was just like, what is going on? And then I found out it was Mercury going retrograde. It doesn't really go backwards. It's just that where it falls at in the elliptical line, there's a bit of a bend in the elliptical line. It's not a perfect circle. It's more of an oval. And when it hits a certain point, it appears to start moving backwards. But it doesn't actually move backwards. But it does slow, and it does make a mess in anything to do with communications. My advice to all 12 signs of the Zodiac, my dear friends, anything to do with communications where you need to depend and communicate with another person to get things off the ground, to get things moving, to get yourself moving, now's the time to do it. Because Mercury is a planet that kind of shadows and overlaps its own due dates. Okay, so it may be the 30th of August is the first day of retrograde, but it's already begun. That's what I'm saying. The shadow from that is already starting to begin. You've got about a week's grace here. And so anything as far as that goes, get it done. Get her done now, as they say, get her done. Um, People are important. Don't stumble over people. Don't let your ego get in the way. When you start feeling a little uppity and a little above it all, there's going to be somebody there going to knock that chair right from under your you know what, your butt, and bring you back down to earth again. Nobody has that right. Remember where you came from. Remember your integrity. And that, my dear friends, is your reading for the week of starting tomorrow, August 22nd, until August 28th, next Sunday. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you'd like a personalized reading, I offer that service. I think I've already said that. You know, to get a hold of me, it's all down below. For now, I'm going to say goodbye and wish you a great Sunday and just a smash up week coming up. Remember, get things done that you can get done as soon as you can before Mercury starts kicking our butts. But take care of those that you love. Stop and think for a moment what's in your life and who's in your life, and appreciate what you do have. My best to you all, my dear signs. Thank you very much for stopping by, and I hope to see you back real soon. September monthlies are coming up, 12 videos, one for each sign of the zodiac for the month of September. So that'll be out within the next week or two. Thank you very much for stopping by, and goodbye.